Coming up here, a top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on another team from the SEC, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Northwestern's offense will go on the attack first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring it.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And this offense comes out first down, tries to run the football, no answer. Second down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with 2 great plays.
Grabs it in the middle. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So Illinois' offense will take the field for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops hoping for a chance today.
Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. And here comes the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. To throw. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
The number 1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half, as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Wildcats lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll run the sneak for it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. To the air, it's Altmaier. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They'll give it to the back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Yeah, and how about the third down run play? And this is an offense that they can do a lot of different things, so they make you guard the whole field, but you might want to start with that running back. And he makes the big play, gets the third down conversion, gets him a new set of downs.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dixon. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big third down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Makes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Offense breaks the huddle, it's third down. That's the end of the period. It's Illinois with the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, the ground game. Shakes off the defender. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Let's talk for a second about Illinois. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. All right, guys, let's chat about Illinois. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
Looking for a man. It's Altmaier. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to the ground with the running back. Gets that thing away from the goal line. He's all the way out to the 7 with a pickup of 6. And that last run leaves him with a 3rd down. Well, they keep it on the ground. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Oh, better look out! Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to ride this running back. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Let's talk for a second about Illinois. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that guy.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Offense in a bunch formation. Got his man on the right. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Dropping back, it's Stone. They're working that left side. Across the 25, he's got room. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Wants to throw on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Soft spot in the middle. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Grabbed in the middle. It's Albright. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Stone. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Oh, they're after him! And the defense, got him at the 27. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Northwestern will send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He slings it deep to the left. He's got it. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Bulldozes his way through. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good, competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Northwestern will kick it off as we start the third quarter. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game.
Breaks into the open. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They're going to test the right side with this one. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Quick shovel pass. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Snagged in the middle. It's Clement. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early.
Touchdown, Illinois! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking to throw, it's Stone. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
They're facing a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking for a crease to the left. There he goes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Now they'll try the right side.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's got him. At the 35, he's open. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Quarterback adapted. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Trying to turn the corner on the left. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Illini. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Stone. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Here's the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, going up top. On target to the left. Turning it on. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. That's the end of the quarter, and Illinois has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Bringing the heat. He'll try to do it himself. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. 1st and goal, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Northwestern!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. A 70-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Looking for a man. It's Altmaier. He'll throw it. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over. And they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
Complete downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He smashes his way through again. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. They'll give it to him again. Plows through the defense.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later. And
he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Tight end now in motion. Back to throw, it's Stone. The short hands, it's Covey. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Northwestern wants to go quickly.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And this center down gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Rush is on him. He'll pull it down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Right on the money. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And even even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Wants to fire on second down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On target over the middle. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's Stone. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They want that clock to run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Turns it on in midfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And this is the part of the game where you can really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to throw it, Stone. Caught over the middle. It's Albright. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. To the air on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Here comes the heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Timeout called by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. These corners going to give them some space. Makes the grab. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock.
QB spikes the ball to stop the clock.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Sends it back in motion. Scanning the field, it's Stone. Takes the easy one to the back. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. It's complete on the right side. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They took it right down to the